back to 51 days of the blueprints. Gotta say I was a little disappointed with the last run that we did. That it was very quickly soft locked, but I have nobody to blame but myself. I made all the wrong choices by putting all the different stuff down. But at least we were able to get the ladies' chamber built. So I was able to get that done. Alright, last episode we pretty much went over a review basically of the base information that we know about the story of the game through the red letters that we found, as well as different little tips and stuff. So let's see if we can now solve a little bit more this time around. Alright, root cellar. Rooms in your house are more likely to contain dig spots today. Tool shed, 2 special items. Or hovel. Special floor plans now cost an additional steps instead of diamonds. I'm actually tempted to do the hovel. Only because we have had run into issues before where we didn't have enough diamonds to go forward. Obviously it wasn't the issue last run, but it has happened. But I think we'll play it safe today to see how far we can get. We'll get the tool shed. We'll do a hovel another run, I guess. Okay. Let's see, I'm seeing the lockpicks and the hammer. We did get the workshop last match, but we weren't able to build anything. We also got an upgrade disc, and unfortunately we weren't able to use that either. So hopefully this time we can use the upgrade discs. We can get an upgrade disc and workshop and all that good stuff. We know the hammer needs a battery and a broken lever. Still think there's some more broken spots in the building to knock down. Well, we'll go ahead and get started now. Let's see, pantry, hallway, parlor. I want to play a little bit more conservatively this time, so we'll choose the hallway. Try to get as far as possible. Alright, hallway, closet, storeroom, or great hall. We get some keys in there we can find and open the antechamber. Okay, guest bedroom, parlor, or kitchen. See, if we would have done the hovel outside, we could have got the kitchen. Would have been nice to fill up on the food. Parlor, we can get some extra diamonds, or bedroom. I think we'll take the parlor. I would like to get the showroom one of these times and see about buying the stuff out of there. Alright. This puzzle is harder than it seems. This box is empty. This box is empty. If these two are true, this is false. This puzzle's harder than it seems. It means that we're making it harder than it needs to be. This game here, what I said last time, I always overthink this. Alright, so if this is true, these two are false, which means that one is true, one is false. I am overthinking this. There you go. Alright, let's go up from the parlor. So workshop again. We have the hammer, but I think I want to do the security to connect to the Great Hall. Breakfast nose goes to the east. Excuse me. Workshop, we need new items. Alright, we okay with diamonds, so I think we'll take that. There's a diamond there on them. Paid for itself. Yeah, last episode we did get a vault and the vault key. We got another one of our mother's fake passports. Some diamonds out of that. How long has this coffee been sitting there? Okay. Great Hall's opened, I now believe. Alright, let's head this way. Alright. Bedroom, dark room, lavatory. See, now this is the problem, because this is tempting. I want the laboratory. I want the laboratory. There's a puzzle in the laboratory we still have yet to solve to run energy into the laboratory. 3 then 9, I believe the answer was. Let me check my notes. Let's see. Push 3 up after 9 is what I have. We can also access the computer, link the security and laboratory together, and do a puzzle. We need a power source though. Connects to either one of these rooms. Does this have a vent? That has a vent. I don't believe there's a vent in the Great Hall, though. Okay. Let's do an experiment. When you draft a hallway from another hallway, while drafting, if you draw a drawing room floor plan, the next 3 times you open a locked trunk. When you draft a hallway from another hallway. While drafting, if you draw a drawing room floor plan, the next 3 times you open a locked trunk. Set your dice to 2, gain a star, or a letter will be delivered to the mail room. See, that one's tricky, because a package is delivered to the mail room. So I'm thinking this might be a hint for something. Let's do that one. This might be a trick. This might be a puzzle. Then we have the hallway over there. If we just get another hallway, it'll solve this one. Okay. Sorry, didn't mean to click it again. Okay. For a moment I thought that was an upgrade disc there. Okay. So I know the chances are slim, but we need a power source. No. Alright. Hallway closet, 2 items, 1 extra if it's a hallway, it's not. Breakfast nook, we can get a key and unlock the Great Hall. Or observatory, I don't remember what the stars are for today. Let's do the 2 items. Hopefully one's a key. One's a key. And a key card. Okay. So not a power source. Alright. Yeah, I know there's no energy. We'll be able to solve this one day, just we gotta get lucky with it. Alright, let's go back to the main entrance. See, you can draft a hallway with a hallway. Okay. Guest bedroom, bedroom, or office. Kind of want the coins. We know that there is a diamond in there that will replace the diamond. And then 3 computers will now be in the building. The last one obviously being down in the bomb shelter we didn't draft. Dear Mr. Sinclair, thank you for promptly answering all our demands, not involving the police, and allowing this unfortunate transaction to transpire as smoothly as one could hope. And while I'm guessing you had hoped to never hear from us again once we have been given back the envelopes, we felt that one final red letter of our own was merited given the circumstances. Hopefully you will not be as careless with this missive as you are with the others. Correspondence this incriminating should be kept in safes, not desk drawers. Let's first put your apprehensions aside, as I'm sure another red envelope is the last thing you expected to find on your desk this week. No, we are not making more demands, and no, we do not have copies of the other letters. You were already more than generous and accommodating, and the least we can do is fulfill our end of the bargain. So why write to you at all? Why incriminate ourselves further if we already have what we want? In a word, principles. After reading your eloquent reply to our initial note, it became transparent to us that there have been a few misunderstandings. This letter is intended to clarify some of these points, and hopefully will place our schemes in a softer light. First, we may have gotten too excited with the colorful language of blackmail but our goal was never to terrorize. Despite what you may have believed, you interpreted it as thinly veiled threats towards your young nephew. I want to personally assure you there was never any tangible danger. If we gave any impression we would hurt the youngster, it was only meant in a very vague sense of hurting his social prospects. And yes, while we admit that our word choices might be questionable, enough so that it would be reasonable to accuse us to be intentionally misleading, we hope you believe us when we tell you that this was not a calculated ploy to elicit payment. However, as payment has been received, there is nothing to be gained by scrutinizing the questionable ethics that were employed in our extortion of those funds. Little defense can be mustered on that score. Additionally, any judgmental tone you may have detected when we discussed the content of your stolen letters was entirely unintended. We want it on record that we do not consider ourselves superior to you and your family in any way, and are, in fact, entirely sympathetic to the underlying cause that the letters pertain to, and you thought this letter would give us more incriminating for us. Again, we feel guilty as sin, and only time will tell if the financial recompense will outweigh our culpability. Even though you will never hear from us again, we hope this parting letter will result in you thinking of us and our dealings, if not favorably, at least sympathetically. Sorry for the inconvenience. Forever Anonymous, X. My granduncle was blackmailed when they found out that he was helping my mother escape the country with the stolen gems. Okay. Payroll has been done. And spread gold in the estate. Okay. That was nice. We got some gold right here for it. Okay, we solved that puzzle already. Okay. Let's go back to hallway and hope for another hallway. Some more coins. Not another hallway. Darn. I was hoping that we could have. Okay. Let's do the den. Or at least get an extra diamond. Okay. West Wing Hall, guest bedroom, or patio. Let's put a diamond in each green room. We have no other green rooms, so let's do the West Wing Hall. Okay. Darn, I was really hoping for a hallway. Alright. Do we have a shovel? I can't remember if we picked up a shovel. Let's do the courtyard anyway. We do not have a shovel. It's a metal detector. Now I have the metal detector and a hammer, but no shovel. Alright, let's keep going northern. A chapel, conference room, or patio. Patio would just put a diamond in here. Whenever items would be spread throughout the house, they are placed in this room instead. Yeah, let's do that one. We do have a key card, so we're fine with that. Okay. Spare room, storeroom, or garage. Garage will give us some more keys, but the door is locked. We don't have the car keys. Storeroom give us keys, some diamonds, and some more coins. Both of these would give us dead ends. Or spare room for one more northern room. If we take this now, we might be in trouble later on down the road. Oh, we need a through room. There's a chance we might get the car keys later. We can always come back to this room. Yeah, there's a coin there. 3 keys. Don't have the car keys to get in here to get more stuff. So I'd like to figure out who it was that blackmailed my uncle. I'm not seeing anything else in this room. So let's go back to the Great Hall. We still have one more chance to get a hallway from a hallway. We now have 4 keys. We're gonna go this way. Hopefully this door is not locked from this end. Yeah, it is. Let me try the lockpicks. There we go. Forgot we got that. Okay. Couldn't lockpick any of these rooms. Hallway. No hallway. Okay. Chapel, breakfast nook, or commissary. I'm going to take the chapel because it gives us the directions that we need. Now we can put a dead end in the courtyard if we double back around. So the room paid for itself, at least. Nope, the metal detector's still going. Maybe it's pointing us back to the other room. Yeah, it has to be. I'm not seeing anything on the floor. Nah, I'm not seeing it. Okay. Let's hope for a northern room and get into the foundation. See? Thank goodness we didn't use this pantry. Or the spare room. Straight into the foundation. Okay, let's see. We're sitting on 41 steps. So before we go into the foundation, let's double back to the courtyard and conference room. If we have to get rid of the dead-end rooms, at least we have a spot to do it now. One of these rooms... Oh! Did I misread something? No. That is weird. I don't remember unlocking that. Okay. Still don't have a shovel yet. Let's put a dead-end room here. Workshop, guest bedroom, or secret passage. Secret passage will be nice later. Leads to a room of your choice. Guest bedroom or workshop. What is that, a compass? That'd be nice too. Well, we didn't get the hovel. Let's do the bedroom. We never know what this actually does. There's a key. Okay. Nothing else? Gotta be careful, I'm watching my steps and they're slowly going down. Alright, nothing's been spread here. Okay. Den, drawing room, or indoor nursery. Both the den and the drawing room gives us additional upwards. But I don't want to use my last 2 gems just yet for a reroll. So I think we'll take the den. I keep looking on the other side of these couches hoping for a chest. Okay. Corridor. Pantry or kitchen. Well, the kitchen would be nice to get some food. Corridor allows us to go northern. So I think we'll take that one. This does count as a hallway, so here's hoping another hallway. Passageway. That could loop back to the foundation, too. Yeah, let's do it. Letter's been added to the mail room. So let's see if we can get lucky now and get the mail room. Alright. Pantry, dining room, walk-in closet. Don't want to use my last diamond, even though the walk-in closet will most likely give us a diamond back. I think we're going to take the dining room. We are close to rank 8, and the lunch boxes in there will activate right away. Pantry would loop us upwards. So let's do the dining room. Extra 10 steps. That's nice. Metal detector was going off. I don't know if that was because of the lunchbox, though. I think so. Okay. Let's go up then from the dining room. Breakfast nook, tunnel, or observatory. All of these are tempting. Tunnel can get us up to rank 8. Always draw tunnel while drafting this room. We can do this, we can get another tunnel, and then we can get a turn at the top. But the antechamber is not open on this end. It's open on the other end. Yeah, let's do it anyway. Ooh, shovel. It's good. If we can get some extra steps now, we'll be able to, for the dining room, see about getting back to the courtyard and see what items we can get out of that. Now let's keep going forward. Of course, it's locked. Okay, storeroom, tunnel, commissary. We do the tunnel again. So does that mean we get 2 pieces of letters now? Huh. You have reached rank 8. You may now promote to the next day. Let's see. Armory. We've already done the chapel. Draw up the floor plans 4 times in the corner. That would be nice. And I don't think we need that one. Yeah, let's do the rook. Because now when we get up there, we'll be able to redraw. But let's double back for the moment to get some dinner. Lemon glazed salmon. Charred broiled Cajun spice salmon. Lemon butter sauce served on spinach leaf. We'll have it. It's 20 steps, so an extra 10 if we had an aquarium, but put us back up to 53, which is really nice. Alright, let's go to this corner now. There's the mailroom. Mailroom or kitchen. A package will be delivered here. We just got 2 letters in here that I kind of want to see where they are now. Or the kitchen turns to the direction of the antechamber. Tunnel will just be a dead end. Or we could do the redraw. We have 4 redraws in this corner. Let's do the mailroom. We have other ways to get up here still. Order's been placed, but we got 2 letters. Oh, there it is. It's key. Hi. Simon. My name is Randolph Moore. I am lead lab technician at Cinca and have worked here at Mount Holly for over a decade. I was thrilled to discover you have found our humble lab and have begun to run some experiments on your own. I tend to keep an eye on the small spikes of radiation levels in the estate, as it's one of the only ways I can monitor your progress from outside. All off-site connections to the terminal network have been disabled during your stay. There have been much speculation among the staff about the progress you've been making in the house, and they were all quite excited to report that you have been successfully running experiments. I want to write to you to let you know that even though you may not see us, we're rooting for you. Best of luck on your experiments, and if you like, I'll continue sending letters with some helpful tips for you. Randolph. I like that a lot. I wish we had the magnifying glass. There's another stamp there. Randolph Moore. Okay. Hey Simon, it's Randolph again. In my last letter, I mentioned the terminal network, but it completely slipped my mind to give you the network password so that you can log it. Even though all off-site connections disabled, you should still be able to use the local network to access different house-based functions from any terminal regardless of where it is located on the estate, which you will likely find very useful. The network password is Swan Song. Happy hunting, Randolph. If only we didn't figure that out before. Alright, so we now know that every so often we come here letters, not packages, from Randolph, who runs the lab. Okay. So let's see now. Go back to the courtyard and do the dig spots. We can go through the passageway and continue upwards. Foundation and chapel both give us options to go east. 3, 4, 5. It looks like we have to go back through the courtyard anyway to loop back around. So let's do that. Head to the courtyard, go through the Great Hall, come to the chapel, and go east. Yep. Straight down to the conference room. Alright, nothing's been spread into this room yet. Do some digs. Maybe we can get lucky and get some turnips. Rabbit's foot and coin purse. Huh. It's not a combo I would have thought of trying. Alright, some more coins. Pebbles. That's 3. Coin 4. Last spot's over here. Another coin. Okay. Alright, West Wing Hall, Den, Great Hall. And Great Hall. Okay, up to the chapel. We're going to lose a coin. Got 3 keys. Still can't pick it. Replaces the key that we used. Diamond and some coins. Alright, let's go eastwards now. Workshop, bunk room, or commissary? Let's do the workshop. Commissary we can always don't worry about later because the foundation's up there. What's that? That's the coin purse. And what was the other thing? The rabbit's foot. Alright, that's for sound amplifiers for the key cards. dowsing rods to find items. Find gems in the ground, I believe. I don't think I want to mix anything just yet. What I want is the light the candles and the super hammer. Alright, pantry, bedroom, walk-in closet. If we do the walk-in closet, we can get it out of rotation, get 4 more items, which is usually one of the diamonds that we spend to get it. Might get lucky, might get a rabbit's foot and see what that mixture does. Pantries for more coins, bedrooms for more steps. Don't know what kind of rooms we're going to get out of the foundation just yet. Let's get this out of the RNG. So key, diamond, diamond. So we got one of our diamonds lit back, and we got a bunch of keys out of that. Alright, now I'm going to waste another coin again. Spare bedroom. Let's go down into the basement in the foundation and unlock room 46. Okay. Yeah, back there is where I believe we need the power hammer. Nope. No, it's the other one. Just gonna go straight. We're not gonna go upstairs this time. Although I'm pretty certain there's still probably more puzzles up there. Still need to find the other keys that unlocks down here as well. Alright, we're just gonna unlock the antechamber. I wonder if, because we didn't use it, can we use that key in the mixing room? The workshop. Wonder what it would mix with. Okay. 27 steps left. I gotta keep an eye on our steps with all the wandering around that we're doing. 26. Let's see, just a peek. See, right here. You can tell there's something here. Something here too. Alright, we need the broken lever, hammer, and battery. Alright, let's go back upstairs. I see dig spots here too. Hoping for turnips. Nope. Okay. Now we gotta be careful. We've got couple pathways to go, but we need to get to the east side of the antechamber. Pantry, storeroom, let's do the drawing room. And get our diamond back for paying for this. I'm not going to narrate it, but you guys can go ahead and read this if you want to pause for a moment and reread these red letters. Okay. Like I said, feel free to pause the video and watch those if you want, or reread those if you want. Okay. Bedroom, library, commissary. And we can do a redraw. Kind of want the library because we did a book in there, and I know that if we do the library, we'll get some other uncommon rooms, which would be nice. But I kind of want to do a redraw to hope for a split room to backwards. But at the same time, it's a chance we're taking, and it may lock us off. Although the drawing room does give us the option still to go north, as with the foundation and the passageway. Yeah, let's do it. Terrace, pantry, or storeroom. Didn't get what I hoped for, but at least we can do the storeroom. We're good on coins and keys and stuff. But maybe we should get it out of RNG. Terrace would be nice, because if we get the one room that does 2 diamonds, there might be dig spots here too. It's a banana. I know dig spots. It's really rare to see the east side outside. Okay. Let's head northern. See, there's the boiler room. Would have been nice if we got it down for the lavatory. Alright, pool hall, breakfast nook. Boiler room gives us the northern way, which is what we need. Pool hall gives us some more keys. Breakfast nook, key, and some more steps. We're going to do a redraw. We'll do the breakfast nook. Get the key and some more steps. Metal detector's still going, so that means there's something else in this room. There's a coin. Okay. Storeroom, pantry, morning room. Take the pantry and continue upwards. It's an apple. 2 extra steps is nice. Some more coins. I saw that purse. And you collect 3 and an additional 1. That's okay. I kind of hope we get the not the breaker box. East Wing Hall Veranda. Greater chance of finding green rooms. East Wing Hall. I don't think we'll be able to make it back to the mailroom if we get the East Wing Hall, then another hallway again. Veranda would be nice if we can get the 4-laned room. Green rooms are now free. So that would be nice as well. East Wing Hall gives us 2 directions to work. But I kind of want to get to the corner because then it gives us the redraws. Let's try that. Hopefully we don't regret this. Ooh. That's good. Silver key would be useful. Okay, another dig spot. Oh, it's over in the corner. Okay. Lavatory, nursery, or pool? Well, I guess we don't really have a choice in the matter. We have to take the pool because the nursery and the lavatory both lock us in. Thank goodness for that key card. Now we had to fill this back up to drain the thing, but now we can't get to those chests. Okay. Bedroom, utility closet, vault. Or we can do the redraw 4 times. Might as well do the redraw because we have 4 and this is the only time we're going to use it. All the other quarters are filled. Bedroom is nice. It gives us 2 extra steps. Okay. Sauna, boudoir, clock tower. Tomorrow you will start with 1 key for each tomorrow room you draft today. So that's 1. I think it's just a 1 and that gives us a dead end, so I'm not going to do that one. So the clock tower would be nice because I'm pretty sure there's a envelope in there. Or the key for the basement. Okay, coat check, treasure trove. 5 coins for each time you have drafted the treasure trove. This would be the first time, so 5 coins would be nice. But I kind of want the music room because we know that at the 8th, rank 8 or higher, the major key is probably a basement key. Yeah, I'm going to take that. Nice key. And I believe that's a basement key. The sanctum key, yep. Ooh. Come on, keep playing music. There we go. Alright. We need to get in the antechamber. And now we gotta get back into the foundation. Okay. Gymnasium. Dark room. Locker room. We do this, all the keys are going to go to the conference room. Dark room, it's perfectly fine because it's going right to the antechamber. Gymnasium. Lose 2 steps, so I don't want that one. This will be our last diamond if we do it. But I'm okay with that because we have a chance to get other diamonds. Five keys, we can go through the locker room, we'll be able to get our diamond back. Yeah, let's do it. bunch more coins. I don't know how well you guys can hear it, but on my end, the game's now playing music. And I think it's because I said something that it stopped playing music. Okay. I gotta save a key just in case. I'm hoping for something to eat. Where is the rumored Room 46? Moon is the connection. Theorized locations. North of the antechamber, which is correct. Below the foundation. 4 house of 45 rooms. And bunk room. Secret door in the tomb. Doesn't exist. Red herring leaning towards this. Nope, we found 46. And the grotto. Yeah, there probably is something in the grotto that we haven't seen yet. Alright, take the basement key, although we don't need it. To go up, to continue up, you must go down. Let's go collect our treasures. Wonder if we can mix the crown with anything. First time you draw a red room drafting, you may remove from today's draft pool. If you do, gain 1 diamond and redraw the floor plans. Okay, we know about that. 8 realms in 8 months. Still don't think I found any clues, but something tells me this is the classroom puzzle. I could brute force it, but I don't really want to. Here's us, Sinclair, and Epstein. Okay, let's make our way back to the foundation now. Use the sanctum key. Solve that puzzle. Then if we have time, make it over to the conference room and get some keys. Get to the workshop and see what we can make with what we have. And then open up the rest of the rooms when we run out of steps. Still need to get some food in us. I know we ate dinner, but I'm hungry again. No, this will be faster. Do the guaranteed way and not chance our steps. Okay. You have 20 steps left. That'll at least get us to the sanctum. We'll be able to unlock 3 after today. So even though 50 was kind of disappointing, it looks like 51. Not even an hour in yet, but oh yeah, we have running shoes too. Getting a lot done in this one. Shoes are really helping out. Glad we were able to get the music room on rank 8 and get this door. Yeah, let's use it. Okay. Looking through my notes, and I'm not seeing that symbol. That kind of looks like Mount Holly. Let's see, I got one with stars, but I don't believe that's this one. I believe this is maybe that one. I don't know, I really don't want to brute force it, but we might have to for this one. Alright. No clue what that symbol is. The downward teeth. That's not the symbol for that one. I can't even make that one out. Should have paid more attention in class. Alright. No, it's not that. If it is, I believe the lightning bolt goes with this one, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, is there another lightning bolt? That one, maybe. No. There we go. This one? No. 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 Where's the one that we had? There we go. I gotta go back and review the books. We're sitting there. Alright. Random Arch Aries. Alright, so it wasn't... We arrived here after a few days of sailing, and it made me realize how much more convenient it would have been in the old days when the railway tracks extended all the way north. Arch Aries is a destination with which I am well acquainted, having traveled here countless times on business for Saika. This time, however, I will avoid the familiar towns and factories, and will instead trek along the northern coast area, an area in which I am wholly unfamiliar. Herbert. Okay. That says 5. I can't access the... I think the stamps is the answer to the final. I gotta go back and check the other stamps. Okay. Arc Aries was the very first realm to introduce a new color, the traditional monochromatic titles of the box. Given the number of ship routes and trade relationships between the two realms, this is not surprising. Fittingly, the variation itself was based on the brass compasses manufactured in Arc Aries that were often traded to sailors in exchange for the valued Morjai puzzle boxes. When yellow tires were pressed, they moved north. Okay. Okay. Black goes right. White doesn't. I gotta get that. Okay. Alright. So I'm slowly getting a hang of these things. Black goes right. Yeah. Black goes right. Yes. Yellow goes up and down. Why aren't you going up? Now, why'd you go over there? Okay. Alright, so green makes it come over. There we go. I'm slowly getting used to these boxes. There's another allowance token. It's awesome. Alright. 3 down, 5 to go. 20 steps left. So let's head back to the workshop and see what we can forge. Or should we go northern and block up the rest of the rooms and see what we can get? We have 61 coins, and I would like to see if we can get the showroom. Or at the very least, a freezer to freeze the coins for them all would be nice. Maybe we can get lucky and get the pump room. Bring down the reservoir 1 level. Still need the broken lever and a battery. Okay. I don't think we'll get much out of the the workshop. Conference room does hold a lot of keys right now. Do need some keys. The kennel. Each time you dig a room, unlock all doors in that room. The library. Discover less common rooms, or the boiler room. Connect to the passageway, go north, and be an energy source. Way too far away from the lavatory, though. Have we drafted the kennel before? I don't think so. I want to look at the puppies. Aww. Okay, so if the downstairs isn't my thumbnail, this little pupper will be. I can pet the puppy! Greatest game ever. 5 out of 5. 10 stars. Can pet the pupper. Wish I could take him for a walk. CAT. This one's open. I can't interact with the lock. I can't interact with any of the locks. Okay. Bedroom, pump room, commissary. Don't have the diamond for the commissary. Go to the pump room. See if we can bring the reservoir down one level. The only way to do that is put the water in the fountain. I can't stop at mid-flow. No, I only wanted... That might work. Alright, kitchen. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is this one here. And here. Okay, tray in the kitchen. And put the kitchen into the reservoir. And I believe that will put the boat at the proper location. Well, if that's the case, then how do I get down the fountain now to move the boat to the other side? Gotta figure out how to use this. Which means that I need a power source. I looked into it. It's the power source that allows you to use this pump. Alright. Bunk room. Observatory. Clock tower. We don't have any gems. Darn. Hopefully there's some gems in here. Bananas. Okay. Can I pet the hamster? Now that I know that I can pet the doggy. Alright, so I realized I don't have any gems. So that means we gotta be careful. And go to the passageway still. And then we have access in the pool. So this room needs a power source. Should take a spot over there. Turnip's nice. It's extra 6 steps. Alright, let's see. To get to the passageway. Foundation, spare room, chapel, great hall. That's a long walk. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can do 1. We won't be able to make it back to the other. So let's go through the pool. See if we can now connect this passageway. So I need a drawing room. Conference room's got a lot of keys. We don't need the keys, we need the diamonds. We could drain the pool too and get those chests. Don't know if I want to go all the way back though. Okay. Bow door. Sauna. Treasure trove. Coins will be nice, but at this point we don't need them. Bow door has a diamond in it, but it's a dead-end room. So I think we'll take the sauna. And then tomorrow the extra 20 steps would be really nice. It's funny that the sleep mask is in the sauna. Somebody took a nap in here. Alright, let's try to make our way to the passage room then. This will probably be the end of the episode shortly. I do thank you all. Got a lot done today. So you got the diamond out there. So excited every single time we get a little bit more progress. Each time is a little bit better. Alright, it's going to make me lose a coin. Don't want to go out there. Actually, I could have turned at the Great Hall. Wasted a step. Probably a few rooms worth. Yeah. Office, Great Hall, Courtyard, Conference Room. Got the dig spots in here. Decent amount of keys in here. All just normal keys. Alright, then corridor passageway. Five steps left. Those running shoes really helped out. Alright, we already got dinner. I didn't think that would work. Thank goodness for having plenty of keys. Alright, storeroom, boudoir, observatory. Well, this is the end of our run. We don't have the diamond for the observatory. So let's end in the storeroom. Wish we could have found a freezer. This stuff in our pockets would be pretty nice. But at least when we play for tomorrow's level, tomorrow's run, we'll have the extra 20 steps. We got another key done in the basement. Got a lot of decent stuff. Yeah, nowhere else to go. But it's nice to see the 3 symbols down there. I gotta figure out what the other symbols are before the next time we play. But she'll call it a day there. Call it there. Okay. Mount Holly's Garden Manor. 40 rooms, reach rank 10, 123 steps, 15 items. 1 new room. Yep. Kennel's best room because you get to pet the dog. I'm sorry, I'm not going to let that go. But shall see you all in the next time. God bless.